dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew?
Before, we do this, do you think in your head, I'm going to do it this way? Or just whatever comes out?
It's whatever come out, man. It's whatever come out. It come out like this.
That was pretty...
Yeah.
I think when you don't think about it too much.
Yeah, I knew I was going to do that. Yeah. It's your boy DJ New Kid, your girl.
Sierra Nicole.
We're back on the channel with another
Kid and C Original. I just keep it simple, honey, because I ain't trying to do too much. I
just keep it simple because I really can't do too much.
No, I didn't say that I
give y'all what I can give because
baby.
I know if I try to switch it up and do a little something, it's gonna sound a god-ass mess. So
no.
So I just keep it simple.
You are
what
really
I
a
can
hater.
Do. Never hated over here into this blood. Mm-hmm.
No, that's not the reason why. I just keep it simple.
Because I really can't hit that high note no more.
Yes, I can hit the high note.
Go ahead, hit it.
I'm not going to.
And then 1, 2, 3.
You gotta let me warm my
vocals
man,
up. Welcome back to the channel, man. We got a TikTok story time because you need a story time. We got something you never understood as a kid, but now you get it. We might resonate.
We made what? What did you say?
Shut up. You know I'm T.I. with these words, bro. So y'all.
No, what was you about to say?
Shh. It might be something we can relate to.
Okay.
We can relate to.
There
so,
you go.
With that being said, man, before we get into it,
yes,
make sure you check out the links in the description.
Down below.
You already know where to go if you want to first support. All you got to do is check out down below. Also, every single time, man. We salute to the comment of the day.
Salute to you.
We highly appreciate it, man. Y'all keep running us up. Also, if you enjoyed today's video, lock it in with a thumbs up.
Definitely do that.
And I know some of y'all might think we be coming up with the intros or might be scripted or something. Bro, it's all in the moment, man. It's 100% in the moment. Hey, it is what it is. You get with it or get lost. Ain't that right?
That's right, baby.
So let's get into it. Again, man, something you never understood as a kid, but now you get it. Let us know in the comments something you might, you know what I'm saying? If you can relate to it or not.
What's something that as a kid you never really understood, but now that you're older, you get it?
So one time when I was 16, a boy that I liked called me up and asked me if I wanted to go take a walk up to the boardwalk with him. Okay. And I asked my parents, they said yes. And about a half hour later, the boy, who was my age, showed up at the house. He also had 2 of his friends with him who looked like they were about 25. And my dad, in his bathrobe and slippers, invited the boys into the house and sat them down and very politely explained to them why there was no way in hell he was letting me leave the house with them. Right. And of course, at the time, I was like, oh my God, you're so mean. I hate you. Like, you're the worst dad ever. You said I could go. And then about 10 years later, I was like, oh, yeah, thank you for not letting me get kidnapped or molested. Thank you. I get it. I understand. Thank you.
What's something that as a kid you never really understood, but now that you're older, you get it? Because let me tell you mine, and there's no way in hell I'm the only fucking person who gets this. That relative or cousin that was super distant with the family and never showed up to any of the family gatherings, whatever. As a kid, I was like, why don't they come? Like, they suck. They're the problem. They're horrible. Now that I'm older, I'm like, I feel you, man. I feel you. And if I could, I would. What's something that as a...
I don't lie. I'm that person.
What?
In the family, don't never show up to nothing. People feel some type of way.
I mean, you show up. You just don't. You barely show up, but you show up. Rarely. You just don't stay long.
I rarely show up.
And I don't want to be that person.
You will get it eventually one day.
I love my family.
Again, you would get it eventually one day.
Baby, I got... No.
You never really understood, but now that you're older, you get it. Because let me tell you,
So I've always liked to cook, right? But baking has always been a little interesting. I never really got it. Like when I was a kid, I used to try to bake cakes. And one time my parents had a party and I was going to bake a cake for them. Like in the middle of the party, I'm like, I'm going to go bake a cake. For some reason, all the coats were in the kitchen. Like, I guess where all the people put their coats. And one of the coats I dropped and a little baggie of baking soda came out of it. And I was like, why do they carry a little powder of baking soda in their pockets? Maybe it's for smell. I don't know, whatever. So we were out of baking soda because I'd been baking cakes all week. So I went through other jackets and I found a bunch of baking soda, like, but all small bags. It's weird. So then I took it and I made my cake and it didn't come out the way it should have. And when I fed the guests the cake, they were all very, very angry. And then they all started asking each other and started arguing and fighting. And something about soda, like Coca-Cola. Like apparently someone stole and then they all left. But like a bunch of them are really, really mad. I just wanted to give them some cake.
that's something that as a kid you never really understood, but now that you're older, you get it.
How many times your parents are right in the end? That we do have food at home. Food at home is cheaper. And how challenging it can be to keep friends the older you get.
What's something that as a kid you never really understood, but now that you're older, you get it?
Every single time my dad told me to enjoy being a kid while it lasted. Yeah. Fast forward about 10 years, I live by myself. All my friends have moved out of town. Some are married, some have kids. I have bills, rent, phone bill, car insurance, electric, heat, water, internet, cable, you name it. I can't just sleep in until noon anymore whenever I want because I have fucking responsibilities. I can't stay up playing Modern Warfare 2 until 4 in the morning chugging Mountain Dews anymore because I have fucking responsibilities. I can't be out with my friends until 4 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday summer night drinking beers and shooting shit around a fire pit because I have fucking responsibilities. My entire childhood, I waited and waited and waited to be at the age I am now when, yeah, my dad was right. I would do anything to be 14 years old again, and I can't ever do that again. So if your parents ever tell you that, don't fucking think they're lying because they're not. They're just trying to save you.
What's something that as a kid you never really understood?
That's fast, man.
That's
if I could
true.
go back to my childhood, bro, and like really be able to 100% enjoy being a child,
Facts.
I would, because it's like you know, and that's what everything you never understand until it's gone. Like even college. Like if I could go back and do college all over again, I would. And I enjoy it more because you know what I'm saying. Like you never understand all the opportunities you missed out. Just wanted to, you know what I'm saying? Because even people who probably thought about, think they took every opportunity probably didn't.
Yeah.
And most people like regret not doing, like no matter what you did in college, people still live with regret of not doing certain things in college. You know what I'm saying? Because some might be like, man, I wish I had actually worked in college, actually paid for college, because now I got debt. Or maybe wish I had turned up a little bit more, because now I don't even have the time to turn up at all. And I thought I was, you know what I'm saying?
I
like,
feel what you're saying.
or even like being able to, I wish I picked the right. Major or a different major. Just a different course, because maybe I'll be going on a different course in life right now. Because a lot of people graduate college with regret and
that's a
false, like false guidance and misunderstanding
false
of
hope that I guess like when you got out of school with this degree,
you think you finna go get the job.
Yeah.
Because I see so many people, they right now they're so confused on what lane, and there's so many people I done seen go get a degree, ain't using that mug. They go back and get a trade, and I'm like, bro, you really could have saved so much time and debt.
That's the only thing that I think I regret. I have two regrets. It's kind of contradicting. One, it would be that I didn't go to school at all, and I tell you this, or I wish I would have picked a different major. Yeah. Because my major was so broad, and I was just like, I knew what I wanted to do, but then when I got to that point to do it, it's like I don't want to do this anymore. Like,
cause my majors, like everybody keeps saying, well, you doing stuff that pertains to your major. I'm like, to a point, and it kind of helped me understand with a lot of stuff going forward. So kind of to a point, I do work with my degree in all aspects, because mine is very broad, but it's towards the entertainment business. Yeah. So, but it's other aspects of college I really wish I had focused on and put more time and effort into. Because trust me, I will be like probably 5 years ahead of where I'm at now if I had.
Now that you're older, you get it. Because let me tell you,
So I remember when I was younger, I would always see these handprints on my parents' wall behind their bed or like on their bed frame and stuff. And I never understood, like, how do you get your wall dirty like that, you know? Then one day I'm picking up my room and I see handprints on my wall. They look like from grease or oil, you know, and that's when it clicked and it made sense. And I'm just like, that is disgusting.
Right.
Childhood trauma. Anyways, if you don't get it, then you must be too young or immature. And for those who still don't get it, let me just demonstrate really quick.
what's something that as a kid you never really understood, but now that you're older, you get it? Because let me tell you,
My dad used to always do this, and it would piss me off so much, but now I get it. I get it. I'm sorry, Dad. He would be, like, out doing stuff. Like, he'd either go to work or be running errands or something like that. And then he would get home, and after, like, an hour or so of him being home, I would be like, hey, can we go to Sonic for a slushie? Or, like, can you take me to the dollar store? I want to get something. Like, just I'd want to go somewhere. And he would be like, no, I'm done going out today. And I'd be like, what? Why do you fucking care? It's like 7 p.m. We have plenty of time before bed. And it's going to take like 15 minutes. But now I get it. Because once I'm in for the day, I'm in for the day.
Yes.
But I'm also kind of a sugar addict. So I was about to say I would not have taken me to Sonic either. But I feel like if I was an adult and a kid was like, do you want to get a Sonic slushie? I'd be like, oh my God, let's do it.
something that as a kid you never really understood, but now that you're older, you get.
I'm taking a different approach to this. And I'm going to preface this by saying I went to school in the 15th dumbest state and the 4th. I was taught a lot of useful information.
Hold on. The 15th dumbest state. Was that North Dakota? She pointed out, or Texas?
I went to school in the 15th dumbest state and
Texas.
the 4th.
Damn, Texas and Arizona.
I wasn't taught a lot of useful information. When I was 27, my boyfriend and I were taking a trip to Alaska. My boyfriend is a cartographer and he makes maps for a living. We were in Alaska and I said, why is Alaska cold and Hawaii is warm? And he looked at me. What do you mean? Well, why is Alaska cold and Hawaii is warm if they're right next to each other? What do you mean? I said, on the map, they're right next to each other. So why are their climates so different? I think my school was too busy teaching me about the Alamo that they failed to mention that this was inaccurate. We lived in Hawaii, and I got my nursing degree before I found out they weren't next to each other. And last year I found out that Russia was in Asia. Well, they didn't teach me much about geography or history. I'm 31, and I can still sing all the songs about Texas they made me learn when I was 5.
Oh my God.
What's something?
And she a nurse. That's the. She a nurse.
I mean,
But she's a nurse.
I know.
And even that doctor at that time that said he was like, he thought certain temperatures was until he, you know what I'm saying, became a doctor.
I don't remember.
When he's like 110, he had 100.
Oh, the fever thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was like,
oh, yeah, the fever.
yeah, they should
Facts.
be. C's get degrees.
And
you
that's-
don't need
and
to.
that's a little-
And you don't need geography to.
That's a little scary, though.
You don't need to understand geography to get somebody their medicine and pills. But we've seen lately with that.
As a kid you never really understood, but now that you're older, you get it.
The value of a nap.
Ooh.
Am I the only one? I could be wrong. Am I the only person that wish they could nap every day? I wish I could take a nap every single day. Sometimes I'm at work, and instead of eating lunch, I'd rather take a nap. Like, now I understand. I didn't understand that. You know, as a child, you go lay down. Just go lay down. Man, I wish I can get some of them opportunities to nap back. I wish I can get that back. Naps.
Need 'em.
I didn't understand it then. I understand it now.
Need them.
What's something that as a kid you never really understood, but now that you're older, you get it?
I have finally understood that my daddy loved my mama when I was little. See, in my mind, I thought there was a problem in the bedroom. Every time I turned around, my mama was making all kinds of noise in there, screaming, hollering. The bed was just banging up against the wall. I had no idea. I'm in there yelling, Baba, Baba, you okay? I had no idea. that my daddy was showing her true love. As far as I was concerned, he was trying to kill my mama. So I apologize for all the times I spit in his coffee, peed and stuff that was his, and broke things that belonged to him and that were important to him, because I just thought you was hurting my mama. You was too tough for me to handle, man to man, so I had to do dirty little shit to you. I apologize for that. Now I understand that you was truly loving my mama. So for that, I say thank you, Daddy. I love you. And Mama, I'm glad you okay.
That's the funniest one, bro. And that was the end.
He said I had to do this. Oh my God.
And that was the end, bro.
Not spending pen doing lush. Oh my goodness.
Bruh, and your daddy probably never
Honey
knew.
was honey.
Bruh, that is so messed up,
Oh
bruh.
my goodness.
Dang.
I am done.
But that was funny.
That was
bruh.
funny.
That was well
funny.
worth it.
That
Hey,
was a good way to end it.
hey man, I gotta spell what's up. Let us know y'all thoughts and opinions. Also, let us know. You know what I'm saying? Fill us in with some things that y'all may have. Like, I ain't gonna lie, the naps thing, I got my naps.
What? That they never understood as a kid.
Yeah.
But
What's something you might?
now,
I ain't gonna lie. All them times my dad used to talk about credit and the value of saving your money. Woo!
That's a good
I
one.
sure understand that. And I used to get tired of hearing them stories. And him talking about child support all day long. I used to be like, bro, I'm tired of hearing about child support. I'm tired of hearing about saving money.
child support.
Yeah, my dad used to talk about child support all the time. And I ain't gonna lie, child support should be like birth control for a lot of dudes. In your head, child support. If you thought about child support all the time, yeah, them one night stands, you'd be like, I'm cool. Let me have a kid by somebody like I have a real connection, a bond with. So I limit the amount. I limit the amount of women I'm really chasing after just to get the draws. Because just trying to get the draws get you
Because of the possibility
child
of
support.
having to get.
Because you ain't got no connection with that woman, and that woman gonna put you on some child support. In 18 years, a lump sum of your check. Whew.
Yeah, that's
And think about a lot of these rappers and musicians. The women be taking them for $20,000, $40,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they need to start thinking about child support a little bit more, and they'll stop.
I don't know.
Think about it. Remember, like when Chris Brown had to go to court, she was trying to get like $80,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
What do a woman need with $80,000 a month to take care of a child? You taking care of her for 18 years and the child.
Okay, but
think about child support, y'all. Child support is birth control for a lot of men. And then think about when you got multiple kids by multiple women. Child support here, child support here, child support here. You're going to be chasing the bag just to keep your money up. Because it keeps getting cut to here, here, and here. And there's some fellas who go home and then got to go home and pay your own bills. Don't one woman want you when you barely can bring half of your check.
True.
When you making $50,000 a year, but you got 3 kids and you on child support for each 3 kids. Now your revenue probably is technically $25,000 to $30,000 a year, because the majority of it going elsewhere. And you trying to live off $30,000, but you really make $50,000. That hurts.
Yeah, but I look. I'm still thinking.
Hey.
I'm still.
And
thinking.
that credit.
Yeah, the credit one. Yeah.
The credit. He used to talk about credit all the time, and I understand it now. Trust me, man. But with that being said, y'all spam us up in the comments. Let us know y'all thoughts and opinions down below. But as always, y'all know how it go, man.
Yes.
I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is.
See you on the coast.
We are. We are.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar. Please